The life of Adunni Oluwole, the fearless Yoruba woman who warned Nigeria against independence. Adunni Oluwole was a unitarist and an anti-independence activist. Adunni, a small, almost fragile woman, was one of Nigeria's most colorful female leaders in the decade prior to independence. Adunni did not think Nigeria was ready to attain independence in 1956. When a date in that year was proposed, she worked to prolong the British stay. Adunni was born in 1905 into the family of an Ibadan warrior, to whom her fearlessness is usually credited. Her early years were spent with Bishop Howells, the vicar of St. John's Church, Aroloya, Lagos, and she grew up in Munshi, a difficult child. As a youth, she wrote a very successful play for the Girls' Guide of St. John's Church in Lagos that was directed by the Nigerian nationalist Herbert Macaulay. She later became the only female founder of a professional theatre company in the west of Nigeria. During the Workers' General Strike of 1945, when the colonial government stopped their salaries, Adunni mobilized women in support of the workers and gave money to the Workers' Union for coping strategy. In the same year, she founded a party that had men as its great majority and won a seat in Ikiron, Osun North of the Western region, in the 1954 House of Representatives regional election, defeating bigger parties such as the NCNC and the Action Group of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and Chief Obafemi Awolowo, respectively. The Nigerian Communist Party that she formed opposed the rapid transfer of power to Nigerians at the price of dictatorship of some over the others. With this shocking view, she gained instant fame, and her message resonated well among the rural people who were already complaining about heavy taxation. They came to be known among Yoruba-speaking groups as Egbekoyinbo Milo, which translates to "the white man must not go." The group did not stay around for long due to inadequate funding after her death. On 25th August 1955, Adunni carried her campaign to the palace of the Olubadan, who invited chiefs and men of affairs to witness her submission. There she was accosted by an Ibadan politician, Adelabu Adegoke, who called her harlot and threatened to hit her with broomsticks. After her banishment from Ibadan, Adunni took her message to Akure, where she tied ropes round her waist and had two strong men who she had hired to pull her through the streets. They would then make speeches denouncing the Nigerian political class, who she claimed will become cheaters of the common people that she symbolized. She died of Whitlow in 1957. Her stance looked reactionary at the time, but events in our country 60 years after the so-called independence showed clearly that Adunni saw what this country would become in the hands of internal colonialists after the departure of the British. She was our own Nostradamus. She probably died before 1960 so that her eyes would not behold evil.
Mo kéré mi dé tó